Well, all of India and most of the world has been celebrating the grand success of Chandrayaan-3 and basking in the glory of the success of its moon mission. ISRO is now ready with its maiden mission to the sun, or to a good position from which to see the sun. Aditya-L1 mission is the first space-based Indian observatory to study the sun and is being launched on Saturday from Sriharikota. According to ISRO, the spacecraft will be placed in a halo orbit around the Lagrange point, or L1, of the Sun-Earth system, which is about 1.5 million kilometers from the Earth. The journey to the designated mission site will take about 4 months to cover. Placing the Aditya-L1 spacecraft in a halo orbit around the L1 point of the Earth-Sun system will mean it is able to continuously view the sun without any disruption at all. Equipped with 7 payloads, Aditya-L1 will study the sun's corona, solar emissions, solar winds and flares, and it will carry out around-the-clock imaging of the star. The L1 point is already home to the Solar and Heliospheric Observatory Satellite, an international collaboration project of NASA and the European Space Agency. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, the successor to the famous Hubble, is stationed in the L2 position, where it's looking at the broader galaxy and other parts of the universe. So this mission to L1 is really, really significant. And to talk more about it, we're now being joined by space scientist Narendra Bhandari. Narendra ji, thank you so much for joining us. Just wanted to get your details on what is special about the Aditya program. It is going to the Lagrange point. What is so special about that?
There are 2 or 3 things very special, particular about this mission. One is that we are sending instruments in multispectral band. That means ultraviolet, low energy X-rays and high energy X-rays will view the sun. Then I will put it at Lagrange point, which is a stable point very close to Earth, not that far. And we can examine the sun for a very long time. The mystery about the sun is that it has a layered structure. There is a photosphere, then chromosphere, and then corona. And one of the mysteries is that the temperature of the corona is very much higher than in the chromosphere. So that is not well understood, although many missions have gone before. This is all play of magnetic field. So there are 2 objectives of this mission. One is to examine the sun, observe it, and try to solve this mystery. How there are sometimes large mass ejections from the sun, as big as the Earth. How they originate, that is not known. How they get initiated. We know the rest of the story, how they come to the interplanetary space, but we don't know what triggers them. And secondly, we want to study the environment, the plasma environment near the Earth. You know, solar wind is coming, solar flares are coming, all plasma, which is charged particles, are coming. So we'll study that atmosphere.
Right, so that's a really clear exposition of all that can be expected from Aditya. But seeing as we have you with us, you've also been seeing the science that's been coming out of the Chandrayaan-3 mission, both from Pragyan and from the Vikram lander. What is your sense of the major findings so far?
I think, in my opinion, the greatest highlight is, the greatest discovery is that of sulfur. You know, all other elements, calcium, aluminum, and oxygen are expected. Every rock has that. Sulfur is a biochemically active element. And I was always thinking that if the water on moon has come from comets, then we should look for organic compounds there, because comets have a lot of alcohol, ethane and methane and so on. So this is the first indication that there may be something more than just water. And sulfur is, I think, a hint. And maybe next time, I hope that my proposal will be taken up and they will send some sensors to look for organic compounds there, which may be buried, frozen with ice in the craters. So this, I think, is one single great thing we have found.
Well, of course, the rover and the Vikram lander continuing to search for water. Other things have happened. They found some interesting temperature differentials between the surface and further down. Those are also significant discoveries, according to you?
Well, you see, water is a very miraculous molecule. You can get hydrogen from it and get power, and you can get oxygen from it and support human habitation. So everybody is looking for that, and now we must understand what is the characteristic of the soil there. Now, as we landed there at the sunrise time, so the temperature of the surface goes high, but inside is very cold. So there is a wave type of thing. So we have to understand what is the profile, what is the characteristics, the minerals, chemistry of soil, if we want to build a base there.
All right, Narendra ji, thank you so much for joining us with that perspective. We're going to keep a very close eye on the Aditya mission as well. Thank you so much for being with us.